Getting a promotion should make life easier. More income, more stability, more financial security. At least that's what most people expect. But here's the strange reality. Many Americans get promoted and still feel financially stressed. In fact, research from Lending Club's Financial Health Report has repeatedly shown that a large percentage of Americans, including some high earners, still live paycheck to paycheck. And it's not just low-income workers. Even households earning over $100,000 a year sometimes report the same problem, which raises an interesting question. If someone earns more money, why doesn't their financial life automatically improve? Why do people celebrate promotions but still feel like their money disappears every month? Why do some professionals climb the career ladder, increase their salary, and yet their savings barely grow? This is something economists and behavioral finance researchers have studied for years. Because the truth is, income alone doesn't determine wealth. In fact, in the classic personal finance book, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley, researchers found that many high-income professionals actually struggle financially, not because they don't earn enough, but because their spending grows just as fast as their income. And once you understand the psychology behind this, something becomes very clear. A promotion doesn't automatically solve financial problems. Sometimes it quietly creates new ones. In this video, we're going to break down why promotions don't always lead to financial freedom, the hidden trap called lifestyle inflation, and why many successful professionals still feel stuck living paycheck to paycheck. We'll also talk about the simple financial habits that actually turn higher income into real wealth. If you enjoy clear and practical conversations about money, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Kane Invests. And stay with me until the end, because the final idea we'll discuss might completely change how you think about promotions, income, and building long-term wealth. Let's imagine a situation that happens to thousands of professionals across the United States every year. Meet Alex. Alex is 34 years old and works in a corporate sales job. For the past few years, he's been earning around $68,000 a year. He manages his bills, pays rent, and occasionally saves a little money. Then one day, something exciting happens. Alex gets promoted. His new role comes with more responsibility, a better title, and his salary jumps to about $85,000 a year. For most people, that sounds like a major step forward. Friends congratulate him, family members say things like, "Now you must be doing really well." And at first, Alex feels the same way. He expects that extra income to finally give him financial breathing room, but over the next several months, something slowly changes. Alex moves into a nicer apartment closer to downtown. His rent goes from $1,400 a month to about $2,000. Then he decides it might be time to upgrade his car. After all, the new position comes with a better image and more client meetings. His new car payment becomes around $550 a month. He also starts traveling more, eating at better restaurants, and upgrading everyday things that once felt unnecessary. Individually, none of these decisions feel irresponsible. They feel like normal rewards after working hard for a promotion. But by the end of the year, Alex notices something strange. Despite earning nearly $17,000 more per year, his savings account doesn't look very different. The extra income came in, but most of it quietly went back out. This pattern is extremely common, and economists have a name for it. It's called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when spending rises along with income. Instead of the raise building savings or investments, it slowly upgrades everyday life. And according to data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, consumer spending in America tends to increase significantly as income rises, which means many people experience the same situation Alex did. Their promotion increased their income, but their financial position barely changed. Now let's talk about the biggest financial trap behind this problem: lifestyle inflation. This is the moment when a promotion quietly starts changing your spending behavior. At first, it feels harmless. You tell yourself things like, "I worked hard for this. I deserve a few upgrades. It's still within my budget." And technically that's true. But here's what many people don't notice. When income goes up, lifestyle often rises even faster. A slightly nicer apartment, a newer car, more dinners out, better vacations, higher end clothing, more subscriptions. Individually, none of these changes feel extreme, but together, they create something powerful: a new baseline lifestyle. This idea connects to a concept psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. Researchers studying happiness notice something interesting. When people experience a positive change, like a promotion, a raise, or a new purchase, the excitement fades surprisingly quickly. What once felt like a luxury soon starts feeling normal. And once it feels normal, people begin looking for the next upgrade. This is why lifestyle inflation is so powerful. The upgrades that once felt like rewards slowly become expectations. And once expectations rise, it becomes difficult difficult to go backward. Downgrading apartments feels uncomfortable. Driving an older car suddenly feels embarrassing. Cutting back on spending feels like losing progress. So even though income increased, the financial pressure remains. In fact, sometimes the pressure becomes even higher because now the person has a more expensive lifestyle to maintain. This is one reason why financial experts often say something surprising. Many people don't become wealthier as their income rises. They simply become more expensive versions of their former selves. And this pattern explains why promotions don't automatically lead to financial freedom. Because income alone doesn't build wealth. The gap between income and spending does. And when lifestyle inflation fills that gap, the promotion loses much of its financial power. There's another factor many people don't fully consider when they get promoted: taxes. When your salary increases in the United States, your tax situation often changes too. A higher salary can push part of your income into a higher tax bracket. Now, there's an important detail many people misunderstand. Moving into a higher tax bracket doesn't mean all of your income is taxed at that higher rate. The US uses a progressive tax system, which means different portions of income are taxed at different rates. But even with that system, a raise still increases the total amount of taxes paid. So the raise that looks big on paper often becomes smaller once taxes are applied. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine someone earning $70,000 a year who receives a promotion and now earns $85,000. At first glance, that looks like a $15,000 raise. But after federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, the actual take-home increase might be closer to $9,000 to $10,000 depending on the state and deductions. And then lifestyle inflation enters the picture. A slightly higher rent, a larger car payment, higher spending on travel and entertainment. Suddenly, the financial impact of that promotion shrinks even further. This is why many professionals feel confused after a raise. They expected a major financial change, but their monthly bank balance doesn't reflect the full salary increase they imagined. Economists sometimes call this the income illusion. People focus on the headline salary number, but the real financial impact depends on taxes, expenses, and spending behavior. And once those factors are included, the promotion often feels much smaller than expected. This doesn't mean promotions are bad. Career growth is valuable. Higher income creates opportunity. But without financial discipline, a raise alone rarely changes someone's financial future. Because wealth isn't determined by income alone. It's determined by what happens to that income after it arrives. If you found this video helpful so far, take a quick second to like the video and subscribe to Kane Invests. It helps the channel reach more people who want to understand how money actually works. Now let's look at something interesting that financial researchers have noticed. Even people with high incomes can still struggle financially. In fact, according to surveys like the Federal Reserve's report on the economic well-being of US households, many Americans across different income levels still report financial stress. Some households earning well into the six-figure range still say they feel pressure managing monthly expenses. That may sound surprising at first. After all, a six-figure salary used to be considered the definition of financial success. But the reality today is more complicated. Higher income often comes with higher expectations. Bigger homes, better neighborhoods, private schools, nicer vacations, more expensive daily habits. And once those expectations become part of someone's lifestyle, the financial pressure doesn't disappear, it simply scales up. A person earning $60,000 might feel stressed paying rent and bills. A person earning $120,000 might feel stressed maintaining a mortgage, car payments, and a more expensive lifestyle. The numbers change, but the financial pressure can remain. This is why many financial experts emphasize a simple but powerful idea. Income can improve your financial situation, but behavior determines whether that improvement turns into wealth. Without strong financial habits, even a large income can disappear quickly. And that leads to an important lesson many people eventually learn. Financial problems are rarely solved by income alone. They're solved by how that income is managed. Now here's the core lesson behind everything we've talked about so far. Financial problems are rarely solved by income alone. They're usually solved by behavior. A promotion can increase your salary, but it doesn't automatically change your financial habits. If spending rises every time income rises, the financial situation often stays the same. The numbers simply get bigger. Instead of spending $3,000 a month, someone might spend $5,000. Instead of saving a little, they still save very little. This pattern is why many personal finance experts emphasize something simple but powerful. Wealth is built from the gap between income and spending, not income alone. In the well-known personal finance book, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William Danko, researchers studied the financial habits of wealthy Americans. One of their surprising discoveries raise was this. Many millionaires were not the highest earners. Instead, they were people who controlled their spending and invested consistently over long periods of time. They didn't upgrade their lifestyle every time their income increased. They allowed the gap between income and expenses to grow, and then they invested that gap. That difference may sound small in the short term, but over years and decades, it becomes incredibly powerful. Because money that isn't spent can be saved, money that is saved can be invested, and money that is invested can grow. This is the real turning point in personal finance, when someone stops thinking only about earning more and starts thinking about what happens to their money after they earn it. So if promotions alone don't fix financial problems, what actually works? The answer is surprisingly simple. What you do with the raise matters more than the raise itself. When income increases, most people immediately upgrade their lifestyle, but financially disciplined people do something different. They upgrade their assets. Instead of letting the raise disappear into higher spending, they redirect part of it towards saving and investing. For example, imagine someone receives a promotion that increases their income by $8,000 a year. That's roughly an extra $650 per month before taxes. Many people would naturally absorb that money into their lifestyle. A nicer apartment, a more expensive car, more frequent dining out. But someone focused on wealth building might take a different approach. Instead of upgrading everything, they decide to invest a portion of that raise. Let's say they invest $400 a month into a low-cost index fund. Historically, the S&P 500 has averaged around 10% annual returns before inflation over long periods, according to long-term market data. Now, of course, returns vary year to year, but over decades, consistent investing has historically created powerful results. If that $400 investment continued for 25 to 30 years, it could grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars through compound growth. And the interesting part is this: the person didn't need a massive raise. They simply redirected part of their increased income toward assets instead of lifestyle upgrades. This is why many financial planners recommend a simple rule after promotions. Don't upgrade your life immediately. Upgrade your investments first. Because promotions increase income, but investments are what eventually create financial independence. So when you really step back and look at the bigger picture, something important becomes clear. A promotion can change your income, but it doesn't automatically change your financial future. Because financial progress isn't just about how much money you earn. It's about what happens to that money after it reaches your bank account. Many people spend years chasing promotions, believing the next raise will finally solve their money problems. But if spending keeps rising with income, the financial situation often stays the same. The salary number gets bigger, but the gap between income and expenses never grows. And that gap is where wealth is actually created. This is why financial discipline matters more than income alone. People who build long-term wealth usually follow a simple pattern. When their income increases, they don't immediately upgrade their lifestyle. They increase their saving rate. They invest more. They build assets. Over time, those assets begin working for them. This is when money slowly starts creating financial freedom. So the real power of a promotion isn't the new title or the bigger paycheck. The real power is the opportunity it creates. The opportunity to save more, invest more, and slowly build long-term wealth. A promotion can increase your income, but only discipline can increase your wealth. I'm curious about your experience. Have you ever received a promotion but still felt like your financial situation didn't change much? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to understand this idea even deeper, the next video you should watch on Kane Invests is Why Your Pay Raise Never Makes You Rich. It explains the hidden reason pay raises often fail to build real wealth and what financially successful people do differently.